Since the ouster of the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh has been recalibrating its foreign policy. For instance, its Prime Minister Tarique Rahman, he chose Malaysia for his first foreign visit, despite receiving invitations from both India and China. Now, the Bangladesh Prime Minister's fresh stance on a long-standing water dispute is likely to rankle India. Speaking during a budget discussion in the parliament, Tarique Rahman pledged to implement the Tista River Comprehensive Management and Restoration Project at any cost. He also stressed that it was the national priority to ensure water security, support agriculture, and improve livelihoods in northern Bangladesh. The 414-kilometer-long Tista River, remember, originates in the state of Sikkim in India. It flows through West Bengal and enters Bangladesh. And since 1971, India and Bangladesh remain at loggerheads over the water sharing from this particular river. As far as Tista's catchment area is concerned, 83% of it lies in India, whereas the remaining 17% is in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is quite dependent on Tista, which is being its fourth largest river. Crucially, remember, it covers 14% of its cropped area and it supports livelihoods of 73% of the country's population. Now, how does the Tista project concern India? Well, there's a China connection to it. After Tarique Rahman's recent visit to China, where he met with the Chinese President Xi Jinping, Beijing agreed to provide help within its capacity to the Tista project. They also decided to expedite the feasibility study of this project, which genuinely entails river dredging to prevent seasonal outflow of water, creation of embankments, and the construction of large water reservoirs. This is likely to raise alarm bells, particularly in New Delhi, owing to growing Chinese footprint in the area, in India's neighborhood. It's also a key geopolitical flashpoint, as that the Tista project is, remember, close to the strategic Siliguri Corridor, which is also known as the Chicken Neck. It is a 20-kilometer wide strip in West Bengal that connects mainland India to its northeastern states. Now, the Tista project is being seen as a workaround to the long-stalled water-sharing deal between India and Bangladesh. Back in 1983, both sides had agreed for an ad hoc sharing of the Tista waters, which was supposed to last till 1985. Under this arrangement, India would retain 39% of the river's dry season flow, whereas Bangladesh was to receive 36%. However, a lasting agreement proved elusive. In 2011, then, reports indicated that both nations had finalized a draft 15-year water-sharing plan, which reportedly allocated 42.5% of Tista's waters to India and 37.5% to Bangladesh. However, West Bengal's assent was necessary as water is a state subject. Ultimately, the deal could not be signed due to the strong opposition of the then West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. She maintained that sharing of the Tista water will deprive North Bengal of drinking water. Meanwhile, China stressed that its involvement in the Tista project was not targeted at any other country.
China is willing to provide support and assistance within its capacity. We would like to emphasize that China-Bangladesh cooperation is not targeted at any third party, nor is it subject to interference from any third-party factors.
On its part, India's Ministry of External Affairs maintains that issues pertaining to Tista will be addressed with Bangladesh through structured bilateral mechanisms. But China's involvement in the Tista project is now being viewed as another example of its rising influence in Bangladesh. China remains Bangladesh's largest trading partner. Remember, in March last year, the interim government led by Muhammad Yunus had claimed to have secured a commitment of $2.1 billion in investments, loans and grants from the Chinese government after Muhammad Yunus met with Jinping in Beijing. In another sign of deepening bilateral ties, China hosted 15 officials from Bangladesh PMO for a training program in June. Now, this delegation included private secretaries to the Prime Minister, directors and protocol officers. This assumed significance as India was Bangladesh's preferred destination for training its officials earlier. Amid this, there is hope for a prospective India-Bangladesh deal on Teesta, with the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party now coming to power in the state of West Bengal.